Welcome back to the show, guys. Today we're talking about Team USA Women's Basketball Training Camp, the WNBA spotlight, and the one name that keeps driving the conversation, Angel Reese. From her impact on the court to what her presence at the Team USA camp really means for the future of USA basketball and the league as a whole. We're breaking down the basketball, the business, and the narrative surrounding it all. Is this a statement movement for Angel Reese? What does Team USA's youth movement tells us about where women's hoops is headed? And how does this connect to the W right now? And we'll get into it right after this. And here we are, guys. Let's get into it. We're talking mostly about Angel Reese, but we're going to talk about the USA team and selections and picks as a whole. Now, we know that the training camp is on the way as we speak right now. It started yesterday on the 12th. It's from the 12th to the 14th. And some of the, let's go with the featured Olympic gold medalist coaches. We got some of the players. We're gonna go with the players, and then we're gonna go with some of the coaches in which they have work in the training camp right now. So let's see here. We got Olympic gold medalists from the last Olympics. We got Kalia Kappa, Chelsea Gray, Chelsea Plum, Jackie Young, and lo and behold, guess who we got with us? Dearica Hamby. Dearica Hamby got her gold medal in the 3-on-3. Brianna Jones is a 2022 FIBA World Cup champion alongside Copper and Gray, while Plum, 2022-2018, is a two-time World Cup champion. Aaliyah Boston, who has represented the USA in various junior and senior competitions and camps, is also expected in Durham, which of course we've seen she's there already. And enjoying this time, and we will see how this all pans out. Because I know that there's not only this camp session, I believe there's two more, there's a total of three. Now the 10 players and in a whole is they've invited like 17 players or so. But the 10 players will take their senior national team. They will make their senior national team debut now. We're going to see how they perform. I'm going to pull up a couple of clips of what we've seen that they've been able to do, how hard they're playing, some of the things that they're going to be looking for as a whole when doing this. Um, they're going to be looking for things like decision making, chemistry, plus the ability to change their style of play, because sometimes they'll move you in different positions because you may not play the position that you play while you're in the W. So watching your style of play and how you move is definitely going to be a big thing, because we need to know how agile are the new players going to be able to handle the physicality of FIBA ball, because it's very, very physical, and there's a lot of calls that are made, and you're gonna have to tough it out and battle through it. I'm gonna tell you one thing: I know Angel is a physical player, Boston is a physical player, and you still have your remaining returning gold medalists who are not at the camp. They ain't got to be at the camp. Why would they be at the camp? You're missing players at the camp, such as Asia, Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, Sabrina Ionescu, Drew Lloyd. Those are just a few of the names that we're missing. Now we aren't sure that if what's tall, is um Brittany Griner, if Brittany Griner is gonna be returning or not. But if so, she's another one that is sitting out, and they don't have to come because, of course, why not? I mean, they're shoe in. If you had to, if you had the opportunity to just rest and not come to the camp and for the first camp, why wouldn't you? Especially if you're already a lock in, right? I get my little notes, guys. So now these players that have to make this big commitment because it's 17 players, right? You got 17 players who will participate in this particular training camp. But we have the likes of a good 10 that we're watching on a consistent basis, like Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers. We have Aaliyah Boston, Dearica Hamby, Jackie Young came to the camp. Um, we have Kiki Airfin. We have Cameron Brinks, uh, Kalia Copper, who also came to the camp. We have Juju Watkins, who is still recovering from her ACL injury. So I'm almost certain she's not participating. We have Chelsea Gray, who's also here, who's a part of the Olympic team. And we have Kelsey Plum as well, and we also have um, that they've featured. But those are just some of the names that I'm going to give you right now. With having Sonia Citron. There we go. Sonia Citron is there as well. So those are just a few names of some players that we've been able to see in some of the highlights that they're showing on Instagram and X of the players and some of the things that they're doing for us, the skill sets that they're going to have to go through, maneuver through. And then, we have our director manager, our manager director, which is Sue Bird, who will be a part of that pick selection along with Carol Lawson. Now, we don't know who the other coaches will be that's going to be a part of picking that selection of players for uh, the final spots. Because remember, you can only have 12. So if you have the likes of 6 players that's not there, one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 players at best that's not there, 6, but nevertheless 6, you only have 6 spots. So you have, with the likes of some of the returners like Kalia Copper, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, and Dearica Hamby, who's an Olympian for 3-on-3, with the exception of those 4, right? You still have a total, because remember there's 17 there, you still have a total of 13 players. You're going to have to cut down to 6. So let's see how they fit in, how well they work through this, how well they're able to go through all the different challenges and chats they have. What's going on? I see you there, Chi-Town. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm just going over some of the bright spots of the USA training camp. And just reiterating some of the players that's there. We have 17. We have a number of things going on. How you doing there, Nicole? Appreciate you, Nicole Jordan, BP6BK. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Again, Chi-Town, just going over some of those names. I know you all just came in, so I'll just kind of reiterate it real quick. Some of the players that we know are there. We got Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Dearica Hamby, Jackie Young, Brianna. What's going on? Goon the shooter, what's happening? How are you? Got Kiki Arafin, Kelsey Plum, uh, Lauren Betts, Paige Beckers, Cameron Brinks, Sonia Citron, Chelsea Gray, Kalia Copper, and Juju. Those are the players that I've seen so far that's there, but with the likes of those players and a few others, because again, there's a total of 17 that's at the camp. So in that, the skill sets, and I'll go back over the skill sets of what they'll be looking for in this camp, right? They're looking for things such as um, decision making, chemistry, the ability to change positions. So the style of play. So some players that are used to just jacking up, not going to be able to jack up. And we know that, right? It's a different style of play. They need to see if they're able to be physical enough to handle FIBA ball, which we know is a very physical game and not a lot of calls are made at that time. So they're gonna have to figure out a way to muscle through it. We know our girl Angel Reese will be able to handle that. Paige Becker's going to be able to handle that. I think that all the ladies that are really at the camp will be willing, or they're capable. I don't want to say willing, but they're capable of handling the physicality. We know Dearica Hamby was not on the the uh, the 12-man roster, but she was on the 3-on-3, and she played extremely well. So, and she knows about the physical play of the game. Aaliyah Boston has done a lot of junior USA teams and a couple of represented USA and a couple other areas. So she understands the physicality of the game. Brianna Jones is another one that has like 2 gold medals from 2022 and 2018. So you have a few players there that really understand that next level of play when it comes to playing those teams overseas. Now, with that being said, how will this fare for the newbies, all the rookies, right? Paige Beckers, she'll be fine. Angel Reese, gonna be a dog. Kiki Arafin, if she make it, gonna be a dog. Um, you have who else is a newbie? Sonia Citron. Sonia can find, she's a bucket getter. She can find buckets. You have Caitlin Clark, who's going to be playing the 1 for sure. So while you have her playing the 1, you got, you know, she's gonna have to play within the realm of the game. So we know that she's not gonna be jacking those up as she usually do those threes that she loves so much. However, I mean, she's still gonna have to shoot them regardless because you're gonna have the likes of Kalia Copper. Does Chelsea Gray make it? Now, Shy Talency, I think it should be young. Asia, Angel, Kiki, Caitlin, Paige, Citron, uh, KFC. We know who you're talking about. Hamby and Boston. Hmm, that's a good selection. That's a good selection to pull from right there. That's a doggone good selection to pull from. So I like that. I like that. I was just getting to ask you, who did you think? Nagoon, we know you just a floater and a funerary for our girl for Wiley, right? But for Wiley isn't invited to this camp. Maybe she'll be invited to the next camp, but she's not invited to this camp. So we're not going to talk about for Wiley at this time. How you doing, Nicole? Okay, I agree with you on that, Tony. Yeah, the physicality of the game. When they're looking for certain criteria, they have to make sure that they qualify. How can they handle it? Right? So even those that have not had an opportunity to play overseas have played overseas. Because remember, Angel played. Angel know the physicality. So with the likes of the majority of these young ladies here that I've called off, the majority of them have all played over there and already kind of have a feel or a knack for what it's like, but not from this level. This would be considered the senior level, right? This the college level. This the pro level, not the junior level where they're playing some of the younger players in FIBA ball and they're kind of dominating them and just kind of running through them like water. And some of those teams are very, very agile. They're very quick. They're very physical. And they pressure the ball extremely well. That help side defense is crazy in FIBA ball. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, I know we saw the Olympics. Um, we saw USA basketball the last round up. But hey, what's going on, Drunken? 69 Dragon, I see you. The world don't need to see Angel 15% shooting. Well, that's your opinion. And yes, they do. Because if you were paying attention, she have more than 15%. But if you want to troll, please go somewhere else and troll. We're talking real live basketball here. We're not here to have vitriol for no one. If you want to kind of get in there and say something ugly like that, you're more than welcome to leave the chat. I appreciate that. However, if you want to know the numbers, just pull them up. We're not here to just troll. Because I mean, we can kind of go there and then you might not like what I have to say about your fave. So let's not do that. Don't come in here with that. We don't do that on this channel right here. We speak real life basketball. I adore Caitlin. I adore all these players. And I'm going to critique them as they are. We're not in here for that nonsense. Take that someplace else. But back to where we are. Who would your selection you would pick, Goon? Because I know you got some. And we ain't talking about for Wiley either. Oh, Lord. But getting back to that, Boston and Jackie, along with Reese, have competed. Like I said, I gave you all the ones that have competed at that next level before. So this is just like a little real quick video intro, just kind of going over some of the players that have already been there, have already seen what it's like, been through it, know what it feels. But now the question is, who will be picked out of the 17 that's there? And even out of that 17, 4 of them will already be on Team USA. Or do you think those 4, i.e., meaning Plum, Young, Gray, and who was the other one? Copper. Those 4. Do you think someone's going to take those 4 spots? Man, she's not at the camp, man. I'm talking about who's there. But Wiley's not at the camp. I'm talking about who's at the camp right now. Maybe, who knows? They might be invited to the second camp. There's 3 camps that they have to go through. I know you funny, Goo. So you got Angel, Aaliyah, man, Stevens isn't there. Come on, Goo. Who you got? Because remember, you already got the ones that aren't there, the ones that are on hold, such as, I mean, that are already on the team and they don't really have to be at the camps. Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Nescu, Jewel Lloyd, Nafisa Collier. And Jackie really did not have to be there, but she's there. She was on the list to go, so of course. Because who knows? She might get a spot taken. Westside Tony, we got too many. Westside Tony, we got too many white women on the team. I don't like this team. I only see Angel, Kiki, and Aaliyah. That's okay. That's fair. If that's who you want to pick to go with the main core that's already there. That's what you're saying, right? To go with the main core that's already there. Because, I mean, the main core have some of those in there too, but I mean, I don't see color. I just see basketball. Hey, Chi-Town, what do you think the ones that are already on the team and not there, once the team has been selected and they start practicing, somebody gonna steal their minutes? What do you see? Let me scroll down. Chi-Town said, he's on that guy. The team needs a physical player like Angel because the Europeans play physical. Also, they almost lost due to no rebounds. Amen. Amen. Thank you, brother. That is absolutely true. No, Rakia Jackson is not there. Rakia Jackson isn't one of the selections. I think this will be, I don't think there will be any new invites that I've heard from through the grapevine. I just think that they're going to work with the 17 that's there, plus the 6 or so that are already a shoe-in. So you got to be able to work these 17, and out of those 17, like I said, 4 of them could possibly already have a spot. And we're again referencing to Jackie Young, um, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and Kalia Copper. Hey, thank you there. I appreciate that, Victoria. Look at that. Look at that. Man, I don't have my bell for the dollar bill, yo. Thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate that. I appreciate it, Victoria. I appreciate you. I got your other ones too, by the way. I appreciate the other ones that you sent as well. I didn't get a chance to let you know, but I'm and you know now. Thank you so much. Uh, what'd you say? Shot Town said the team needs mix of fresh and vets. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And they gonna have that. So one of the questions that we were talking about, and I believe you was on the live yesterday with me with Keisha, and then I had to run off real quick. I had something, an emergency. Um, who do you, so her question to me was, do I think Angel will make the team? Do I think Caitlin will make the team? Do I think Aaliyah Boston will make the team? And those were the three names that we talked about the most. And I do believe I was kind of like um, Angel because we got so many bigs that are there. Are they gonna go with who they want Caitlin to be with? Because you know they're gonna pick Caitlin. Um, and Paige. Well, we know Paige is a shoe-in, so I didn't even get an opportunity to talk about Paige as much, right? Yeah, I see Lauren. Yeah, Lauren Betts is there. I don't know how Lauren Betts gonna fare with what we have right now. And Cameron Brinks, I would say give her the next go round, right? She's still getting back up underneath her feet from her injury and getting back to her old self. I like Brinks when she's uh, one of the better shooters. Although she's long and tall and she could get in the paint and rebound, I see her as more of a shooting uh, guard than playing a three then versus playing the 4 to 5. Angel would make the team. Yeah, I had to sit back and I had to think. Yeah, I you know for one, we're gonna look at what's gonna make sense and what's gonna make money, right? So you for one, you're probably gonna use it for that. But two, you really need to be flipping that the other way because it should be you really want it for basketball, and two, use it for her celebrity status, right? And what she can bring in. They're gonna pick, of course, Caitlyn because that's just what the world wants, right? I don't think they're gonna sit her out. Paige has got to be on this team because Paige is she's very smooth. She's a bucket getter and she could defend. Let's see what you got going. 2028 guards. Gonna be Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, Olivia Miles, Wiley. I don't see Paige or Caitlin Clark beating the real sisters. I know what you're partial to, but we got to be fair and unjust. We got to be fair and unjust. Um, what's coming in that next class? Well, actually, the next 2 or 3 classes into the W, you got some of the finest guards around that's going to be there. So it will be tough, but the team at that point, at that time for 2026 will already be set. So 2028, yes, I could see some things changing. But you still think Chelsea Gray gonna have something in the tank, Goon? Do you really think she can have something else in the tank? What about you, Victor? Of course, I Tony, we ain't never. What he said? Of course, I Tony, we ain't never had these many girls on the team on Team USA. The minimum was 2. I must say the same. I've seen that, but they're coming up in this world. Boom, they're coming up in this world. Diana Taurasi did. Diana Taurasi was what is she, Italian? She's Italian. Let's see. They're gonna really need Chelsea Gray. Yeah, Chelsea Gray. But I will use Chelsea Gray in 2028 if she's still playing, only to be that leader for Wiley. You see what I'm saying? Because for Wiley will be out and she'll be in the league at that time, and she'll have a vet that she can really have school her and take her through the ropes from that position. I'm saying if Diana Taurasi did, Chelsea Gray can do it 2 times better. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I got what you're saying now. She absolutely can. Absolutely can. People telling her she what they say last year, she was washed up, or she don't have nothing left in the tank. She just be boo scooting all over that court. She definitely got something left in the tank. Hey, when you come in, guys, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the like button as you come in. Yes, I understand. Yeah, for real. For real. I think Chelsea Gray, she's just, man, her passes are so wicked. But you got for Wiley that's going to come in, and that's going to be another one of those passers, just like Chelsea, not better. And then you have um, Olivia Miles. Olivia Miles can pass the hell out the ball. Jackie Young gonna be the Olympic MVP. That girl is turning out to be a beast. I'm with you, Goon. She is turning out to be like, man. She can't be she'll be a great within her own right, right? Because she's playing extremely well. But you still gotta with Asia Wilson, and every big has to have a great guard. Chelsea Grace said that it exquisitely and very adequately when she talked about Angel doing right after the Unrivaled, them winning Unrivaled, and they met with her, and she spoke about that very eloquently. That Angel get a good guard, a good point guard, sky's the limits for her. And I totally agree, because every big has to have a great guard. Jackie Young played like Maya Moore. Yes, yes, she does. Yes, she does. I love how she creates space. Creating space is a big thing. I love that. Not a lot of as I'm watching the W, I'm not seeing a lot of guards do that, and creating space, getting up underneath their opponent, uh, using her legs to the best of her ability to get low and get up underneath her players, the defenders, and create that space. So, and then she's very good at jamming her defender into her own teammate. She's very good at that too. I like that about her. What else you got? Well, we know right now at the camp. Let's see. Let's talk about a couple of coaches that are at the camp right now that's going through this. You have the head coach, which is going to be Carol Lawson from Duke. You have an assistant coach, Natalie Nakasi. You have from Valkyries. I like Natalie. Natalie gets after it. Then you got Stephanie White at the camp. Now, I'm assuming Stephanie White's going to be an assistant coach. And you know how that goes. So, let's see facts, Tony. They say Asia and Jackie Young, Shaq, and Kobe, but I got them being Tina Thompson and Maya Moore. Yeah, Tina Thompson was mad. We used to call her Lips, because she used to wear that red lipstick and she had big old lips. We used to call her Lips. Lips was a baller, and she was well rounded within her right, just like Asia. So yeah, if we want to pick them from the female side of the house, that would definitely be the ones that you could choose. Stephanie I got you, Goon. Uh, that the Mega want Caitlin, but Paige and Citron can do what she does. Chelsea Gray doesn't really need to play. In 28, she'll be too uppity and slow and sorry. Yeah, I think she'll be a step slower, which is gonna hinder what you have. So I totally agree with that. The players are faster, they're more agile, and they just get up and down the court. I mean, she's running and gunning right now, but 2028, uh, 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 that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. Them feet and them knees look like they knocking together and they bad already, but she'll make it through. But although they have Stephanie White there as one of the coaches, along with Natalie and Nate Tibbetts, I think Sue Bird gonna make sure that it's a very fair and direct group of selection of players. And I agree with you saying it should be half and half. I really and truly do. I think it should be six vets and six of the young core. As Paige Becker said, young and turn. They're the young and turn crew. Let me get into. I'll go ahead and pull up some of the footage of the practices yesterday. No, I don't need that. Not that one. Let's come out of that. Now, whoever did this is about to make. I love Kiki too. Kiki is a baller. She's a stallion, but Kiki has a couple things about her game that she's gonna have to get real um, physical about. She is a physical player, and I love the way she played this year. But she take those other two little twinges, those small twinges that she have, and she gonna be an animal. Her and Angel gonna fight for. They gonna fight for years. Her and Angel gonna fight for years, and I can see that. And I love that competition. Whoever did this right here is out of their minds. Let's see. I know y'all see it. Paige Becker shot over Caitlin Clark in Team USA practice. So she goes for the jab, and of course Caitlin jumps. She bites on the first jab, and she gets caught in the air. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's scroll on down. Oh, let's get to the next one because this one doesn't scroll. Kiki Arafin, Hakeem Olajuwon. Yup. You calling it, Goon. Be nice, Goon. Be nice. Be nice. Let's see. This one. Let's see. Nope. This one. Because that's another video I'm going to do after this. Come on. Come on. Come on. That one's taking too long. So let's go to this one. Let's scroll down. Hmm. Sorry, guys. It's taking a minute. I don't know what's going on with Instagram right now. Instagram is kind of tripping. So let's see. This is the one I'm scrolling. Scrolling. Let's just scroll. We'll scroll X. Let's see what they got on X. Because this is tripping. This be tripping. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Hey, what's going on? She wins. Welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. Welcome to the house. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. Scroll on down, Tony. Scroll on down. Okay, this thing is acting really weird. Let's go back to it. CCU. Here we go. Let's see what you say. Shot Town. Let's post this. Says in 2028, Gray will be 36. I think she'll be too slow to play in the fast-paced Olympic game, but she'll be smart enough to slow the pace. If I'm selecting the team, I'm going with Young. Yes, you got to go with Jackie Young. Gotta go with Jackie Young. Gotta go with Jackie Young. Look at my internet, y'all. It's acting really weird. Let's see if it comes on. There we go. It just really want a trip. This thing been playing the whole time. Now it wants to trip. You know how that internet goes. I got bro Claude internet as big girl. Okay, that's just a pass. Let's see. We got Angel doing her thing. Let's scroll. Let's scroll X. See what X got going on. Oh, they're talking about some of the greats with the players. Okay, this Angel just putting up some shots after. Again, so they have them do all of these different skill sets, right? See, she wins. Hey, what's going on? Jacob, I see you. I see you, Jacob. Thanks for coming in the building. Yeah, I got that old bro Claude internet. So they go through all these skill sets. And I'm sure most of us are basketball heads, so we all pretty much know that. But I always like to go over some of the things that they're critiquing them on, and I'll go back over those again. Their decision making, the chemistry between the players, the change style of play. So players will have to kind of change the way that they normally would do things to fit the team and to fit FIBA ball. Um, it and also to fit with the physicality of the game, but also they look at what they're doing off the court. So moving forward, these players have to kind of be agile on the things that they're doing on the court when they're going at it. And I don't mean that they shouldn't be physical with each other. That's the part of the game. You in between them lines, I'm gonna try to kill you. That's just the way it is, right? And I shouldn't say the word. However, that's what you do when you're in between those lines. But we're talking about if they get into something that some mischief or some fighting or stealing or looting, something like that. Those are things that they will not tolerate. Let's see some of these pics because that just freezing, getting on my last nerves. There go Kai. Kai. Oh, you see her shoes, y'all? You see her shoes? What is she with? She with Adidas? I think she with Adidas. Look at them stripes. She got red stripes on the inside and blue on the outside. So that's kind of dope. Let's say somebody from China, Argentina, France, or Brazil gonna cross Caitlin Clark. 9 defensive backs up in the FIBA World Tournament. Maybe, and maybe her teammates just help her out and hide some of the things that one is kind of weak at. But she's gonna play. I'm gonna tell you that now. She's gonna play. How much she play will be different. We'll beg the difference to see how much she plays, but she's gonna play. I'm gonna say that now. They're not gonna sit her down. You gotta let your money maker. Now, in the beginning, I did not know that Citron was going to be one of the invites, but she should be one of the invites. She has a nice smooth. Her game is pretty smooth. She's a quiet 20-point player. What do you think about this player, Goon? She's not white, Goon. You know what she is? She's actually black. Since you're into colorism. But do you all think that now she not going? Do you all think that Citron would give a balance showing to be considered as one that would be on the reserve? Because they got to have reserve in case player gets hurt. I mean, I don't. It's just too many guards. There's too many good guards. Depending on who you don't pick, who you pick and don't pick. Kiki, go ahead, Kiki. We see you. Framework is nasty. Let's go, girl. Straight up. Look at that. Look at that flick of that wrist. When she get that ball off, that's the flick of the wrist. Let's go, Angel. Angel always looking at the basket. Not even worried about the defender because she gonna run their ass over. That's what I'm talking about, Angel. Do you, girl? Do you? Now, my other question I had is on. Let's just take this down and talk some more. Right? You think she will? You think she will, Nicole? She might have just enough in her repertoire to make that reserve roster for sure. But we have to first see what guards they're going to pick out of this 17 and what post they're going to pick to go with the other six that are not there, that are already on the team. So 17 players, Nicole, 17 players are there for 6 spots. It's a lot of players. Sometimes there's more. So I think they did well with only selecting 17. And even out of those 17, 4 of them are returners. If you want to add Dearica Hamby in that because she did the 3-on-3, 5 of them are returners. So it's bets. Well, they all return as hell, but just recently, those are the ones that are returners. And they were invited to this camp because they got to go against the likes of Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark. You're only going to have 2 point guards on this team. So if you got Caitlin Clark, Paige could play the 1 or 2. You got Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, who can also play the 1. And who else is there that's a 1? But yeah. And so we know that Citron is a 2. So in the 2 spot, who you got? Possibly Jackie Young. You got Sabrina Ionescu. But Sabrina's also, she's more of a 1-2. She's a 1-2 combo player. And they're going to be in different positions. Now, Angel Reese moment. I think Angel, just knowing how hard she works, has done exactly what she needed to do to be prepared for this camp. So, although there'll probably be there will be 2 more camps, right? Before they get into their actual season. And when I mean by season, when they get to actually start, the team is they got their picks and they're actually practicing because they're gonna have to make the picks so the team can start practicing. And they may just keep them all together for some time before they go ahead and they make that selection because there's a lot to look at and it's big decision to make on these players for these positions. Oh, here's another one. Oh, Angel going to the bucket, boy. She's like, give me that. splitting the defense. Let's pull it back up. There you go. Take it to the bucket. She's getting there. Oh, come on, internet. Split the defense. Finishes on the left side. Oh, here we go. He said, I think she'll win. Nicole said, all I know, one thing, my goat is to be on there. I'll be done with America if she ain't. That's fair. That's fair. I'm done with America right now with all this political nonsense. Uh, let's see. To be honest, uh, my Michigan lady Wolverines won. Oh, okay. All right, Michigan. I was talking about Michigan earlier in the new AP for this past week. So of course another AP. I'm gonna do the AP every week. AC Shot Town. I just talked about Michigan. Good. That's a good win. Maybe they'll go down in the ranks, which will be good. But yeah, yeah, she goes high up and finishes on the left side. Yeah, that's our girl. That's our girl, Angel. Oh, they showing. They shown so there's more, and I'm sure you guys have X. I will go and continue to watch all the little short clips that they have, and maybe somebody put together a little collage of Angels uh, practice time. That was a good move. That was a good move. And see, I like how she takes the defender, AC Shy Chan. You see what she did? She drugged that defender and kept him right in front of her just to be able to possibly get an and one. That's what I like. That's what I'll be looking at when I'm watching basketball. I watch those type of things. How they move and how they finish. And I'm always watching her leg with that rod too. As you know, in the All-Star game, she actually got up pretty high, but did you see how she came down? I didn't like how she came down. So that's why she doesn't jump very high for those that are always asking. Man, at times she gets up. She gets up, but it has to be how she's positioned. Yeah, yeah, Victory. Victoria, he's a Michigan fan. I like Michigan. That was a good move. Let's see. That was one. That's her shooting the lights out. Her and Betts. They made the guys run on this. So this thing is circling. So knocking down the tray ball. She hadn't missed. So we'll just see if she gets comfortable enough to use it more this year. South Carolina gonna whoop Michigan ass. Maybe they will. Maybe they will, Goon. South Carolina just have to hold on to their spots. Now South Carolina they didn't had a couple of close games, close calls. Let's see. So I heard someone else said if they go and it's right here on X where they said the same thing. If y'all don't pick Angel, I'm done with I'm done with USA. Oh man, you can't be done with USA. Oh, great pass. See that pass? Yeah. South Carolina been playing some good teams. Yeah, they have. They have. Yeah. Go ahead, Angel. Go ahead, Angel. But yes, the little things. And then some other clips early on. You're showing her some more of her passing ability, moving the ball around quick and getting up the floor. That's all I want to see, guys. I just want to see her do her thing. I want to see her make buckets and get it done and make the team. You do all the other intangibles. I love her kicks too. Man, her shoes are the bomb. Her shoes are the bomb. They're white, blue with red print, and she got the gold on the sides, on the back sides. Those are exclusive just for USA. She said they're exclusive. Yeah, I'll be on it, AC Sideshot. I'll be on it. I like to watch. I like to critique the game all the way. We could say what players do, but what are the little things that they do that help their game get better when they grow in aspects of their game versus just being able to put up a shot, get to the basket. The question is, how did they get to the basket? What was their footwork like when they went to the basket? So that's what I'm interested in. Was the shot selection they took a great shot selection? So, well, that's all I have on that. That was that was that was good. That was good stuff. Good stuff. Just watching them in practice and watching the little things, the little skill sets they got them going on, and then having them play 5-on-5. Some runs were at fast pace, and then some they had them slow it down because they wanted to see how well um, the players are adjusting. So all of those things, it's a checklist. Those coaches have to check off on each of those players. And then after they check that off, they have to critique the players. And Stephanie White better be fair. She better be fair in her critiquing of Angel and not just try to get it to Boston. Oh yeah, they've been playing better. I saw that. And then we got that. What you say, Goon? What game's coming on today? Uh Man, I just saw it because I'm actually gonna. One of the games come on at 4. It's a big game. It's a big game. Oh shoot, who is it? It's a big game. Well, go see who's playing at 4 o'clock because that's a big game. That gonna shooter stop the cap. South Carolina ain't beating Michigan from what I've seen from South Carolina. Yeah, they've had some close calls. They've had some close calls. Stephanie not a good coach. Stephanie does all right. Stephanie does all right. Victoria say, can they keep Angel in Boston? If they keep Angel in Boston, remember they already have Asia and Fee. So if you did that combination, that would be fine. But you still got the likes of Derica Hamby. You have Betts and who else? No, not Betts. Derica Hamby and who else? Yeah. So you just gotta look at all the bigs in a whole and see how they scope them all out. Tony, y'all doing LSU game. I'm gonna let me text Keisha right now and see. Someone else asked me earlier on. Let me see. Let me ask Keisha real quick if she putting the game on. I'm doing a fill-in for somebody at work, so if she does it, I'm gonna be in uniform. So right now I'm off, but I had somebody that had to go do something, so I'm gonna fill in for them. Keisha, are we? Let me see if we gonna go. She not good, you say? Let's see what she say. Let's see what she say, because we put that on. That automatically goes on the Players Club. But if she didn't do it and I was going to be here in my room, I would have turned it on and called it, commentated from my channel now. Because I need to do more stuff on here. I need to get over here and get my butt over here and start working. If you're in the house and you hadn't hit the like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. She hadn't gotten back with me yet. She might be cleaning up. Saturdays is her cleanup day. So if she will, I'm sure I'm gonna try to get her to post it. Um, oh, okay. She typed it now. Let's see. Let's see what she say. She says yes. Oh, she says yes, I'm on my channel. Okay, yeah, so she's gonna do it off of her channel, off cut the ish. So yes, she is gonna call the LSU game. Uh, says victory. I will I'll put Boston on the reserve. Yeah. I don't want to see Boston get into um a lot of foul trouble with her elbows that she's not going to really be able to. No, I'll take that back. She will be able to use those muscles, those bows out there. She got to be careful though, because see here, they just don't give it back to her. Over there, oh, they gonna knock that chest in. They gonna hit them ribs, and they gonna hit that man. That back tap that spinal cord. You better stop that, because it gets physical. Trust me, they hook you down there. And Alyssa Thomas says Stephanie White run the same thing they did at Connecticut when she played against them. Yeah, that's how they were able to beat them like they did. That first game that I think they won the first game and lost the second or something like that, or lost the first one and then won the rest, the next two meetings. But yeah, absolutely. What you got, Jacob? Jacob said Tony enjoyed winning the game too. Uh, my team is about to get their ass beat. You got by you got. I got. Absolutely. I see you. I see you. What you say, Google? Facts, course I, Tony. I'm saying that's why she ain't a good coach. Well, yep. Well, you kind of do what works for you until it's broke, until it becomes broke. Well, it was broke against that team, but other teams she was still able to use it. But it was broke against her own players, right? So her own veteran players she used to have. They had her number. They had her ticket. So, but the other teams in the league, she was able to take them all the way to the semifinals, the game right before the championship, the final four, before the big show, right? With those same tied plays, she was able to get it done. So we gotta look at that sometimes. Gotta look at that sometimes and see what they say. Hey, hey, hey. Well, gang, I thank you all for coming in and rocking with me, because I'm going to get my butt up out of here and try to get me about 40 minutes of rest before I have to go in and into the office. I'll be watching the game from my office. Like I said, I'm going to help out one of my soldiers. He's there by himself, so I don't want him to be there by himself. So I'm going to help him out. Of course, I told Stephanie can't even make it out the second round, but they got mad at Nigga Quinn. Yeah, and Noel Quinn for the same thing. Of course. Yep. They got mad at her and let her go. And let her go. That's exactly what they did. But again, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get myself up out of here. that's going to be it for today on the breakdown of USA training camp and some of the players and our girl Angel Reese and what she looked like. Also, how we feel she's going to attend, how she is going to be able to also help Team USA in the long run as well. I think after about 2028, I think that Kiki Airfin should be in there along with Angel because I think that she played very well against Boston. You take away the elbows, and Boston has to defend a different type of way, and it doesn't look good for her because she's so used to using those elbows. But the camp, this camp definitely showed us some different angles and some clear, precise areas that I've watched. I know that my internet, when showing that, was a little slow. I don't know why, because everything is fine now. Um, all right, AC, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Goon. I appreciate you, Nicole. Hey, she wins. Came in the building. I appreciate she wins. I didn't even get a chance to say hi to everybody one on one and just give you all the kudos for coming in the house. Uh, all right, I won't say that name, but I that humps. Okay, 57, uh, 15. I don't know what that was about, but anyway, who else we had in the house? We had Nicole, we had Victoria. Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in. Jacob, of course, my our kiddo, our buddy, our baby boy Jacob was in the house. So, and that with that being said, I appreciate you all for coming in. I really do. That stay locked in with me, guys. We're gonna take this for a nice little long ride and a long little walk. Sometimes it's gonna be a slow walk, sometimes it's gonna be a quick brisk walk. And we're gonna make it through this until we get some actual bodies start actually interviewing some people. It's coming. I don't want to bother all of these coaches while they're in season, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. So stay locked in, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, Bella.